was just talking about I'm 70 years old. So I come from a whole nother era than any of you Negroes is talking about. And what I've learned, and I'm not saying I'm right, I think everybody is right. Because there's so many levels to this. But most of this was laid on our parents.
Yeah.
My father was born in 1915 and his parents were slaves. Well, his grandparents were slaves. So what I've learned is it's not your mother's fault, it's not your father's fault, it's not your fault. We were born into 450 years of post-slavery PT.
Oh my God, here we go. And this is where you lose everybody, Unc. Clifton Powell sounds like an old fool. Clifton Powell is the reason why I ask the question, should older black men just stop giving advice altogether? And I ask that respectfully. Like, you guys are so out of touch. Just, no.
TSD. I am 69, I'll be 70 in March. I've just learned how to love.
This man said he's 69 years old and said he just learned how to love. If you don't get your old fogey ass out of this round table, imagine not learning how to love until basically the end of your lifespan. So God knows whatever hell you've been wreaking on people, mainly women, in the prior 50 plus years, right? This is the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. This is an old fool. The saying goes, an old fool used to be a young fool. Yeah. This man's supposed to be like Sam Jackson and Denzel. He's supposed to have that black woman that's been with you for the last 25 years. You understand? This is sad.
Our parents didn't know how to love. Their parents didn't know how to love. And if I could say anybody maybe had an edge, it was the women. That's why I celebrate black women. I live with a psychiatrist, forensics detective, gangster, loving Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, who's just been patient with me to teach me how to love. But in closing on this, because I don't want to get too deep, I called my buddy, man. I said, I'm fucking up, bro, really bad. I'm fucking up. So I never been monogamous. So I don't fucking know
what age did you become monogamous?
Today. No, but let me just...
Okay, now this is where I gotta defend Clifton. This monogamy thing. I don't know. Let me hear more of this, and then I'll give my thoughts on the monogamy thing.
Say what it is. No. And we don't talk about this. We don't talk about dopamine being in the pleasant center of the brain like we talked about. Oxytocin is the hormone. It's called the cuddle hormone. So a lot of times we're just talking in generalities. And that's why I think what you said about counseling, because a counselor is going to get inside of this from a real, not even white people perspective, just from a scientific perspective, unless science is not wrong and the brain is not made with this. So when I hurt my girl, which I've done over and over, and I commend her for even being with me, and I said it in my podcast, and I'm going to say this and stop. I called one of my partners who's brilliant.
This man is 69 years old, refer to his woman as his girl. Why is she not your wife? You're 69 years old, sir. You don't have time to waste. You refer to your woman, your mate, whoever she is, you refer to her as your girl. Sir, you are 69 years old. You at death's door. Matter of fact, the Grim Reaper is like 3 doors down. You know the meme when the Reaper goes knocking on the doors and your door is like 4 doors. Nigga, he's like 3 doors down from you at this point, making his rounds. What are you talking about?
He said, when you hurt somebody, where you leave them is where they stay. So I think our parents, our grandparents, our uncles, the people that raised us, those men who treated the women outside the house nice, but then put the thumb on the grandmama and put the thumb on the girlfriend or whoever. They are all, it all comes from out of all of that. And I think that's what makes me excited. We want to bring the women and the uncles and we need to bring them all in here. But go ahead.
The one thing that I just want to talk about in Luke, make sure I say that name right, pop this part out. Okay, what Luke brought up was like accountability. Like, yes, we can talk about, what our families did to us, all that, but eventually, and I know white people try and say this and I really don't like that, but eventually comes a point where you have to decide, how do I want to live my life?
Yeah.
I haven't talked to my daddy in 6 years. I don't give a fuck about what my family has gone through. I know where I will go. So it's like, you can only say that for so long. Black women are tired, and kind of like putting onto them like, hey, you didn't do this entirely, because everybody in here, some people have talked about going to counseling. Have that upon yourself. Stop waiting for a woman to tell you what you need to do. Take that upon yourself.
Okay, Zesty's right. Young Cinnamon, he's right. Young Cinnamon is right. He's right. He's right. He's on point. He's right. He's right. Now, once again, I will always defend the man's right to have to not be monogamous as long as he's up front with his mate, whatever. I would never tell a man, hey, monogamy. No, at some point you too will understand. But all that with being said, Young Zesty is right. Young Zesty is right. He's right. He's right. I can't send him in. Oh my God.
Let me address that real quicking. For me, I didn't know fucking how to
Can I say one more thing? No, I have to say this, because another thing that happens is, too, you live your life for so long, and I'm not meaning no disrespect by
this. It's all right, just say it, bro.
But when you hit your 60s and your 70s, I want to be right.
Okay, but let me...
I want to live my life right. I want someone to take care of me and protect me, and that's what a lot of women have issues with.
I'm living it right the fuck now.
As I said, I said 60s and 70s.
Let me say this.
Y'all overtalk
I'm gonna fucking overtalk you.
I'm good, but you're not gonna disrespect me.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I do.
I do. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh, I do. I
You don't know it, nigga.
I do. I'm good. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And this is why older black men should no longer give advice. Stop. It's not. You're not coming off as genuine. Your way of thinking predates some today's your experience. Just stop. It will not be received well. The fact that a gay man had to tell you, sir, you are 69 years old and you just confessed to all of us you just now learn how to love. Sir, the Grim Reaper is 3 doors down. And I don't mean the band. Rest in peace to Homeboy, the front lead singer. Okay? How can you be, you're 69, just now talking about you learning how to love? Sir, what have you been doing for the last 50 years? Ain't nobody trying to hear you, Otis. Oh no.
I'm living. You can't tell me what the fuck I'm living, nigga. I'm living it right now. You cannot fix no shit that you don't even know is happening.
I think there's a misunderstanding.
No, but he's generalized. You can't. No, listen, bro. Let me stop. This is what it is. Let's get to the truth of this shit. You can't fix no shit unless you meet somebody who is on another level to help you elevate to understand. I'm not indicting anybody. I'm telling you what the shit is. You can't fix some shit that you don't know about, bro. You can't. And then you get there at 69 or 70 and say, I thought I was being loved all this time. That's what our parents have gone through, and that's why we show.
So you mean nobody in this man's life told him, hey, you can't, you doing me wrong. You can't look back at your life and all the people you've been through, ran through, been with, and you call them up and ask them, hey, how did I do this? How did I make you feel? You can't like consciously like look back and be like, yeah, I did her wrong. Ooh, yeah, I shouldn't have done that to her. Ooh, shit, her. You mean to tell me this man is so self-absorbed and the blinders are that big that he can't look back on his life and be like, look at all the damage you've laid a strewn. You know, when Godzilla comes out of the water and gets on land, he's just knocking everything over, buildings and train cars, and just causing mass destruction and dead bodies and shit. You don't think Godzilla looks back and be like, I did that, huh? Big ass tail dragon just knocking shit over. And you mean Godzilla gonna be like, I didn't see all that. I did that? Seriously. To be 69 and this is a sad life for this man. Sad.
So fucked up right now.
You asked, how do we love black women?
Yeah.
That's right here. Trust black women and listen to black women because they know more than we do what it is that they need.
I don't think that's true either. There's a lot of black women who don't know how to love.
I'm not talking about what they know how to love. I'm saying what they need as far as the reproduction.
I get that.
That's what we're talking about right now. Also, if we're going to use our privilege and power as men in society, how do we show up and be accountable? Like you said, the way to be accountable is to dismantle patriarchy. Because patriarchy makes it so
wow, y'all pay attention. So the key to happiness for everybody else is to dismantle patriarchy. Well, good luck with that. Because I tell you, a group of men that wholly believe in patriarchy are the Arabs and the whites.
Yeah, let's go. This is what I was saying, guys. Listen, try to hear me. I hate to sound like the grandfather, but I am. Is when you meet a woman who maybe has gone through trauma and has come out of that trauma and has fixed herself in terms of her tone and respect.
Okay, let me just say this real quick. Him and my dad roughly the same age. This is a true story. Hear me out. I brought the Jamaican to my dad to meet my dad. And then her and my stepmom were in the living room. My dad takes me to the kitchen. He was like, what about your wife? I was like, And he just and he just shook his head. He shook his head at me, and I understood why he said that. You understand? Now, mind you, my dad has always been a ladies' man, always. But at that moment, I understood why he felt the way he felt. You know what I'm saying? Because my daddy's not in his 70s just now understanding how to love somebody, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he understands what a good marriage, what a good woman is. You know what I'm saying? So I understood when he's just like, and I was like, yeah, you know, what right now, this is the mistake I'm trying to make right now. You understand? So listening to him at this age is not good. But I guess better late than never, right? I guess. I mean, that's the only silver lining in all this, yeah?
To a man, and she's gentle, she disarms you. But if you never seen that, you don't even know how to react to it. And in the beginning, when I met my girl, I was so fucking mean, and I was tough, and I was all out there, and I was all over the place, and I was disrespectful, and whether it's dopamine or oxytocin, I put all that shit in her face, and I crushed her. This really happened. And I called my partner, and one of my partners was a thug. He said, fix it. My other partner said, when you hurt someone, where you leave them.
Why are you 69 and your partners are thugs? Sir, you're 69. Arrested Development. This man is clearly in Arrested Development. I should not refer to none of my guys in my 60s. I call my partner, I call my guy, he's a thug. Why are you still cavorting with thugs and you're pushing 70, Clifton, Powell? You are the old nigga we no one should be listening to, sir. Nobody. No.
They stay. If we talk about being here to trust black women, we cannot trust black women
sir.
Unless every man that I know, and I'm still struggling with being monogamous in the streets because I'm well known, is we got to start with, I believe, therapy, or at least reading and going into ourselves, holding ourselves accountable, and say, yeah, I fucked up. Because the first thing, what am I calling my buddy? I said, man, she had my phone for a fucking month. He said, nigga, just don't say you did it.
We gotta meet people where they are. Sometimes I think you're saying reading. Reading is not the only important thing, because a lot of people can read and not really.
Everybody's taking every fucking thing I said. Hold on, bro.
I'm not saying that.
Stop taking the shit that I'm saying out of context, bro.
I'm explaining some concept.
You're talking about reading. I'm saying reading is a myriad of shit you got right.
That's not what I'm even going to. People read and don't understand what they're reading. You just said that your woman, your black queen, she's a queen to you, and essentially you kind of alluded to the reason that she was a black queen to you was because she was gentle to you and was able to make you feel like, oh, I can open up and feel safe.
That's not what I said.
That's not what you said.
No, I said what I was trying to say. She's held me accountable. And forced me. Man,
you didn't in a soft way that made you able to do it.
Because I'm about to walk the fuck out of here. We're right here with you. But I'm saying, in order for us to trust, if this is about fucking trusting black women, then you gotta be able to let your woman hold you accountable when you do patriarchal shit.
Right.
And when you
Wow. Let your woman hold you accountable when you do patriarchal shit. I don't even know what to say. You know what? How about this? I'm so flummoxed. Yes, flummoxed. That is a word. How about we do this? I got time. Let me find this shit here. Listen, if anybody wants to hop on and give me some clarity, or maybe I missed something, please hit the link. I'm lost. I did not know patriarchy is in the crosshairs of is a movement. I didn't understand patriarchy is under fire, under attack. If you have some thoughts, please help me out, because I'm lost. He said she holds me accountable when I do patriarchal shit. What is that? What? It says, listen. Okay, so now it goes here. Let me see. A system of society or government in which men hold the power and women are largely excluded from it. Where in government are women excluded? So show me where women are largely excluded from government or society. This is crazy. Patriarchy is a social system in which men hold primary power, dominating in roles of political leadership, moral authority. So that means, political leadership. So we have female governors, female mayors, right? We have the top cop in this country is Attorney General Pam Bondi. So that's not true. Moral authority. We have female law enforcement officers, female correctional officers. Yes. So there goes that. Social privilege. The Kardashians, right? Control of property. Really? Where are women not allowed to buy property?